And when I walk up to this girl's closet, I am not joking, I heard a noise, and right as I opened it, I saw her boyfriend watching us the whole time. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name's Bubba, and welcome back to a super embarrassing video. So today's story all takes place back in my high school years, and this was actually my grade 10 year. Now in grade 10, I'm not gonna lie to you, there's a lot of weird people that were in my high school, but I think the people that you meet at parties are even weirder. Now I remember one time in my grade 10 year, I ended up actually getting walked up to by one of my homies, and he ended up telling me this. Yo, a bunch of girls were just telling me to like invite you to a party, bro. So like, you're invited. I'm just saying that right now. So like Friday, I'll see you there, right? Yeah, is it at your house? Yeah, it's at my house. So like, I'll see you there. Yeah, I'll see you there. I'll see you there. And I remember he ended up walking away. Now me being invited to parties was nothing unusual. I've been invited to a ton of parties back in my high school years, especially because I knew so many different people and so many different women from all the times I've done the Devil's Tango. But I remember the day of the party, when I got there, things got really, really weird, because once I actually showed up and I started saying hi to everybody and like, you know, hanging out with everyone, things were really good at first, until this couple walked in. Now this couple was actually known in my high school, but not many people like knew a lot about them, but all they knew was that they always, for some reason in their relationship, always just had problems, where one day they were dating, the next day they're not, and it, you know, they just kept breaking up and getting back together. It's one of those high school relationships that you know will just not last after high school, when they actually figure out that they have futures to worry about. But I remember when they showed up to this party, everyone kind of just stayed away from them, because they knew that some argument was going to happen. And that exactly is what happened, because I remember an hour went by, and instantly in the middle of the party, right beside the table where they had like a bunch of drinks, these two started arguing with each other left and right. One minute I'm hearing the girl say, "What do you mean you didn't mean to? Like, you literally inserted your eggplant into her. Like, you wanted it." "No, babe, it's not like that. Like, you understand, I still thought about you." And one thing led to another. It ended up just being the most bizarre conversation to have at a party. So I remember, as like everyone was just watching this going down, I decided to just take control of the situation, because, well, who wants to go to a party when there's so much arguing going on? So I remember I walked up to them both, and I ended up interacting with both of them, saying this: "Yo, guys, we're at a party right now. Like, there is no point of doing this. Like, seriously, like, can we like take this outside maybe?" "Okay, seriously, you're gonna get involved out of all people?" "Wait, what do you mean? Don't think I don't know who you are, Baba." "Dude, like, don't worry about what my girlfriend says, bro. Like, she's just being weird." "I'm being weird? You cheated on me. What's weirder? Like, we have to make things even." But at that point, I remember I ended up telling them one more time to just get outside and just get the heck out of the party. And that's what they did. They ended up going outside, and they started yelling back and forth to the point where the neighbors called the cops and shut the party down. Yeah, I know, serious bummer, but I will say what ended up happening the next day was even weirder, because I remember the next day happened, and basically I ended up, you know, going to school, and I started hanging out with my friends at lunchtime. And when lunchtime came around and we were all sitting together as like the boys, I remember out of nowhere, this girl walks up to me. This girl walks up to me and says, "I need to talk to you with my boyfriend after school today. Is that cool?" Yo, listen, if it's about the party yesterday, like, you don't have to apologize. Like, everyone's already kind of over it, so it's not good to bring it back up. "No, it's not about the party, silly. It's just, we have a proposition for you." "A proposition? What?" At this point, I was so confused, because like, how would I be involved in this whole situation that's going on, until after school came around. I remember after school came around, and I met up with them in the school parking lot, and basically we all kind of like sat down together and started talking, and basically they told me the situation where this girl apparently left for like a week to like a different country, and he thought that they were broken up, but apparently ended up doing another girl and cheating on this girl. I have no idea, but let's just say it was just a whole lot of disgustingness, and just honestly, I'll say this right now, if I ever got into a relationship like that, I would have just broken up with them. But going on with the story, I remember they told me this whole situation, and then the guy looks at me directly in my eyes and says, "Bubba, bro, basically what I'm asking you is that like, she wants to get back at me, and like, I'm be for real with you, I don't trust anyone to do my girl better than you." I ended up looking at him super confused, and then this girl ended up saying, "Yeah, like, Bubba, you do understand, like, you're like the master of like the Devil's Tango. So like, you know, like, I'm sure you do a good job. What's going on here? What are you trying to ask me? Are you asking me to do the Devil's Tango with your own girlfriend, bro?" "Yeah, like, don't worry, like, I won't be there, nothing. Like, you'll be totally okay, totally just you two, and that's it." I ended up looking at both of them as if they were both like crazy, which they were, because what kind of man would ever ask that? But one thing led to another. I remember he like basically like really just wanted to like, you know, get his girlfriend's forgiveness. So I said, fine. Yeah, I know, crazy. I said yes, but at the same time, like I said, back in high school, I was a major player, and doing the Devil's Tango was my game. So I remember I ended up basically getting the address of where to meet up with this girl and basically do it. I remember when I got the address, I was was actually at home and I was just basically sitting down on my Xbox and just talking to the boys on Xbox, just chilling with them in an Xbox party. And I was telling them the whole situation and stuff, and they had no belief in it. Like, they're like, bro, there's no way they would do that. Like, what kind of couple does that? And they were just in major shock. But me knowing this was real, I ended up basically like, you know, looking at the address and looking at the time of when I was supposed to be there. And basically when I got ready and got into my car and started driving over there, I ended up texting her that I was on the way. She ended up texting me back saying, oh, can you give me like 5 more minutes? And I said like, sure, like that's fine. And basically 5 minutes went by. I just sat in her driveway waiting. And then she ended up opening the door in a robe and inviting me in. When I went inside, like I knew we were just going to get straight to the point. Like I just wanted to get this thing over with and just dip. Honestly, I didn't really care about anything else. So me and her, we ended up going to the bedroom and we did the devil's tango. But as I was like in the middle of it, I will say this, something insane ended up happening where I ended up hearing noises coming from the closet. So I started panicking thinking, yo, what's in your closet? And she goes, oh, nothing's in my closet. What do you mean, Baba? Like everything's fine. Bro, I swear I heard something in your closet. Baba, just help me finish. Come on. No, there's something in your closet, girl. Just get off me for a sec. I remember I ended up standing up with my eggplant hanging out and I just walk up to this closet and open it. And right as I open it, I see her boyfriend in the closet with his eggplant out. And like, I am not joking when I say this. Like I was in severe panic to the point where I was freaked out. I remember I ended up grabbing my underwear immediately in my pants and put them on and be like, yo, what in the world's going on here? And then afterwards, bro, like apparently that like her boyfriend like wanted to watch to make sure like she was safe and stuff. I have no idea. They made up some real weird excuse to basically make it seem like it was all fine. But me, obviously, I wasn't happy with it. I felt violated. So at that moment, I remember I actually ended up leaving and going back into my car and driving straight home. I remember when I got home, I was so grossed out and I didn't want to tell anyone about what happened because let's be real here, it's embarrassing. Like who does that? And then the next day happened where the next day I remember I ended up basically like, you know, hanging out with the boys again. And this guy, her boyfriend, ended up walking up to me. He walked up to me and said, yo, Bubba, can I talk to you just for a minute? Okay, is what I said. And basically I ended up going outside with him and me and him, we started talking. He said, yo, Bubba, listen, bro, I just want to apologize, but like, bro, I'm gonna need you to do it again. What? Again? No, I'm not doing it again so you can just watch me. Nah, bro, I won't watch. I promise. Like, you could just go do her and like, I promise I won't be there. I promise, bro. Like, she's just upset because she didn't finish and, you know, like, she's just mad, bro. Like, please just do it for me. I ended up looking at him like straight in the eyes thinking that this guy was crazy. So I did the right thing as a man and told him, bro, I'm gonna do it one time, but that's it. Yeah, I said I would. But honestly, you know, even though I did it again, I will say this, it did actually end up fixing the relationship for a good month or so until things just ended up getting a lot worse. But hey, what can I say? At the end of the day, just fall for more embarrassing stories just like this one. Peace out, guys.